everyone to this meeting of Dunedin City Council. Our opening prayer today has been given by Fra Tiki of the Buddhist community. Thank you. Haere mai.
Good afternoon, Kia ora. Mr. Mayor, Mr. Dave Cow, and distinguished guests. So right now, it's my privilege and my honor to represent Buddhism in this meeting, and also to represent the Unity in Diversity of Interfaith Dunedin Council. At first start, just be mindful and joyful for your great service to Dunedin. Then thinking of your belief or the symbol of your belief, or just be mindful and joyful, and then let your mind free from all worries or concern or anxiety. Our mind be at the present, observing the silence, in a way that we share our good deeds that we have been accumulating for this city and for this country. Today marks both enlightenment and passing away of Buddha. He was an Indian prince, but he made further to improve the ability and potential to support people about equality, non-violence, and humanitarian right. People can live together peacefully and in harmony in this world. Silent and comfortable breathing for a moment. When our mind has become standstill, the power of good deeds that we have done may support people in Dunedin. May people who already passed away may enjoy this good deed, and they will be happy. May people in this city be happy, be healthy, be resilient.
Now, councillors, we'll move on to public forum. We have one speaker today, and it's Bruce Pebble, who will address us on the issue of fluoride. Welcome, Bruce.
I would like to thank the Council for the opportunity to make some comments on the health and safety of the fluoridation of parts of the public water supply in Dunedin. I appreciate also that a lot of water has already flowed under the fluoridation bridge, that the Council has spent hours listening to impassioned arguments on fluoridation, that submissions on the 10-year long-term district plan have included some on fluoridation, that Council staff have recommended that no further action be taken on fluoridation by the Council while legislation is before the House of Representatives to determine whether or not decisions on fluoridation should remain with local authorities or move to district health boards, and that authoritative reports, such as the 2014 report commissioned by Sir Peter Gluckman, Science Advisor to the Prime Minister, and Sir David Skegg, President of the Royal Society of New Zealand, have declared that fluoridation is safe. However, despite assertions to the contrary, the science on any topic is never settled, and at present the responsibility for fluoridation decisions in Dunedin rests with the Council. I submit that a fluoridation fire has broken out now on your watch, and that you have a responsibility to act appropriately to deal with it. The fire is the research reported last year and this year by Bashash, Thomas and others, which shows that exposure of pregnant women to fluoride at levels similar to those at present experienced by consumers of Dunedin's water, which is fluoridated at 0.75 parts per million, results in children with significantly reduced cognitive development and IQ at ages 1, 2, 3, 4 and 6 to 12 years. I've already emailed to you links to the Bashash et al. Paper, an abstract of the Thomas et al. Paper, and an editorial with comments on why these studies show that water fluoridation is not safe for pregnant women and children under the age of 7 years, and will confine myself now to making just 3 points. The studies were published in reputable journals, Environmental Health Perspectives, and one of the BMJ journals, Occupational and Environmental Medicine. The funders for the studies were mainstream institutions, the United States Institutes of Health, the United States Institute of Environmental Health Sciences, and the United States Environmental Protection Agency. And the researchers came from reputable institutions, including the universities of Toronto, Michigan and Indiana, and McGill, Mount Sinai and Harvard universities. In response to this fluoridation fire breaking out, I'm not asking the Council to immediately stop water fluoridation in the city. I appreciate that wading through the information on fluoride toxicity involves entering a scientific quagmire, and that all councillors are lay persons rather than professionals holding formal qualifications in medicine or toxicology. What I recommend is that the Council consider writing to the Honourable Dr. David Clark, Minister of Health, noting the recent studies in 2017 and 2018 by Bashash, Thomas and others, and asking if this research has any implications for the fluoridation of public water supplies in Dunedin, which are currently fluoridated in accordance with the Ministry of Health guidelines at a level of 0.75 parts per million. In earlier correspondence with me, Dr. Clark noted that the Gluckman-Skegg report recommended that a review of the scientific evidence could be repeated earlier rather than waiting for a 10-year period to pass if a large, well-designed study was published that appeared to shift the balance between health, benefit and risk. I submit to you that the work by Bashash, Thomas and others constitutes just such a study, and that if the Council was to sit on its hands at this stage and wait for the outcome of Parliament's consideration of the Health Fluoridation of Drinking Water Amendment Bill, it would do a disservice to the pregnant women in Dunedin whose children may suffer IQ impairment as a result. I therefore cordially request that the Council give serious consideration to writing to the Honourable Dr. David Clark and asking if the research by Bashash, Thomas and others reported on in 2017 and 2018 has any implications for the fluoridation of public water supplies in Dunedin. Thank you.
Thank you, Bruce. Are you happy to take questions?
I'm more than delighted to take questions.
If there are any questions, councillors. It doesn't appear as if there are. Thank you, Bruce.